If you guys are interested to see how I got this cute swoop bang on this bob frontal wig, stay tuned and keep watching. What's up, y'all? It's Oh So Dope. I'm back for another video, and in today's video I'm going to be reviving this bob wig. It is a 13x4 frontal. I believe it's 12 inches. I forgot where I got this wig from, so I'm gonna have to look it up so I can show y'all and leave it in the description box in case you guys are interested. I think it may have came from Amazon, but I'm not sure. As you guys can see, this wig is already customized, so the knots are bleached already. I went ahead and did a C-shaped part just because I don't like when they go straight back. I think it looks better when it's curved a little bit for the side swoop looks. So you guys just see me fixing that part up, trying to cover up the tracks, but also make it go back as deep as I can make it go. And then I'm taking this Care wax stick to kind of set everything in place to get ready for my hot comb. So you guys can see that I'm just taking my hot comb over that entire hairline and over the part and everything in the bang, just to kind of lay everything in place so it stays. And I'm just making sure that I get everything nice and flat. Next, I'm just sectioning off the bottom half of the hair, kind of going not track by track, but taking it section by section and brushing everything out and detangling it, and using this Icy Fantasia heat protecting serum only a little bit because it can make the hair really greasy and weigh it down if you use too much. But I did want to put some heat protectant on it and just brush it through, get it to the ends and everything so it's not dry. And then I'm just gonna do the chase method with each small section that I take when I'm flat ironing the hair. And I'm just taking a regular rat tail comb and a small section of the track, and I'm using my Conair Pro flat iron. I've had this flat iron, y'all, since I was a freshman in college, so it is an OG and it still works so good. So I'm gonna use it until it one day eventually goes out on me. But yes, so I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy the music and watch me finish the flat ironing process, just because I feel like it's self-explanatory and I don't want to be talking y'all ear off. So yeah, enjoy the video and I will pop back in if need be. So I already did my ball cap method, and if you guys want to see how I do that, I will link my last video for you guys because I did the ball cap method in that video. So I'm just putting makeup over the cap to cover everything, and then I'm taking my shears to kind of cut off the excess cap. I did cut a hole in it on the other side, but you can't even tell. So I'm taking this Bold Hold Active and I'm going ahead and applying that around the perimeter of the hairline, and I'm placing it on the ball cap and I'm spreading it across about an inch across, and I do spread it a little bit on the cap just to kind of give it some extra security. And for this install I did one layer, I believe. So I'm just pulling that down into the glue and placing it where I want it to go, and once it's where I need it to be, I'm kind of just pressing it firmly into my scalp. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but if you follow me on Instagram, this is the wig that I used for Halloween when I dressed up as Velma. So that's what you guys seen me wear in that picture. So that's why there's a couple pieces in the front that are kind of short, but I'm still able to use it and do a different style with it just by parting it differently. So I'm straightening up this part here. I had it straight at first when I had it on the mannequin head, but it kind of got messed up once I put it on my head. So I'm kind of trying to fix it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. As long as it's neat and it's to your liking, that's all that really matters. So I'm taking that Care wax stick again just to put that over the top of the part all around there, and then I'm using my hot comb to kind of straighten everything out more and flatten it just to help everything stay in place before I begin the molding process of the bang. I'm just going over that again as well. I'm also hitting the perimeter of the edges as well, just to make sure everything is nice and neat. So now I'm just going with some LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in the color Fawn, and I'm just cleaning up that part a little bit. And then I'm cleaning the part up as well towards the front so that I can pull out my baby hairs. I'm only going to do one swoop and then a sideburn swoop on this side. I didn't want to do too much because I didn't think I really needed it. So I'm taking the sideburn part out as well, just trying to figure out what I want to take out from there. And I knew that this was the perfect spot to take everything out. I just had too much hair, so I had to go back in and kind of re-part and position that to make sure I was getting out a decent amount of hair for the baby hairs. Then I'm taking my hot comb and just straightening those out. And then I'm taking the Eben lace bond and spraying that in between the baby hair and on the lace, and I already did the other one off camera. So after I left my elastic band on for about 5 minutes, I took it off and now I'm ready to cut. I did leave the baby hairs about 2 inches just so I could have room to flat iron them and kind of work with them, because if you cut more it's hard to go back. So I just do a little bit at a time, and I knew I wanted these to be kind of dramatic. So you see me pulling out another piece of hair that was kind of flipped back on the lace around my ear, so I had to bring out another piece so it would lay down. So I'm flipping that back as well, trying not to burn myself, because y'all, I didn't feel like, I have a mini flat iron, but I didn't feel like plugging it up, and this one was already hot, so I'm like, you know what, whatever. Taking my Got to Be Glued in the black bottle and this edge brush and kind of swooping everything. Eventually in the end I did wind up going in and cutting them just so it's not super long, because I feel like it messes with the hairline when the baby hairs like swoop into the hairline sometimes when they're too long. So you just see me playing around with that, trying to get everything to look good. And y'all, it was so hard doing this and looking into my camera because I could not see what I was doing. So y'all see me making these crazy faces. That's why And that's why it took me so long to do these baby hairs, because I was trying to see what I was doing and make sure that I had did it good enough to where I wouldn't be looking crazy. So now I'm taking my wax stick again and I'm going over more of the bang to kind of flatten it out just a little bit more and make sure it's sleek and it's staying together. And then I'm going to take this Icy Fantasia Spritz. It's the Liquid Mousse Spritz, the one I use all the time. It's literally my favorite one. It smells so good. It reminds me of like a hair salon. And I'm taking that front section, just combing it through and flattening it, smoothing it out, and taking it over behind my ear. I did wind up pulling some baby hairs out on that side because I wasn't sure if I wanted to wear it over my ear or behind, but either way I knew it would look better on this side if I had baby hairs. So I just pulled out some baby hairs and I went ahead and cut those. My lace did wind up lifting just a little bit underneath there, so I did have to tack that down, but that's no problem. I literally just took a little bit, smoothed it out with my finger, and then pressed it in so that the lace would stay down. And then I took that Got To Be Glued, the same one that I took for my baby hairs on the other side, and I'm just swooping those. And flat ironing them really does help the swooping process because it swoops a lot easier. Like I said, I was just having so much trouble because I really could not see what I was doing because I was looking in my camera, and I didn't want to do this in my bathroom, y'all. I was so lazy and I wanted to watch videos on my TV while I did it. So that's what I was doing pretty much during this video, was listening to music. So now I'm just going through and I'm just bumping everything a little bit more. This side was giving me such a problem because it kept bending for whatever reason. So I kept going over that side part, the longer side, as y'all can see. So I'm like, maybe I could tuck it behind my ear. Then I was like, I don't really know if I want to do that. But then I wound up tucking it back anyway. And then I went back towards this side to kind of part up everything. As far as like the baby hairs and where the scalp starts, I've kind of fixed that, and then I cut the baby hairs that were too long going into the hairline because I just thought that it would look better and blend a little better. So you guys just see me flattening everything out just to make sure it's all nice and flat. And I'm just running through the whole head again to kind of make everything look sleek. And y'all, I'm the flat iron queen. I'm telling you, when I wear bone straight hair, I be going through it so many times. Like if I see one small imperfection, I'm going over it again. So I just kept playing around with it, trying to make sure everything was neat and that everything looked good. Even after the video was over, I did wind up going through again and like fixing stuff just because I'm a perfectionist. But this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am going to try to find the details so I can link everything below for you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys join me for my next one. Thank you. See you guys later.